Welcome to Santosha Spirit. This is a daily reading for the 29th of June 2021. Happy birthday, Fifi. I love you. I've got the Osha Zen today, and there's the Cancer energy. That's you, Fifi. Moon in Cancer. Moon in water. Moon in water. Sun in water. Cancer. Moon in Pisces at the moment. This is the receptivity energy. Intuition is extremely heightened. We're activated, our hearts are activated, but because we have the aspects of it's Mars in a sextile with Saturn, Mars opposition Saturn, Aries, Mars and Leo opposing Saturn and Aquarius. We also have what I was speaking about yesterday, Saturn sextile Chiron, and Chiron is also trine Mars. And Saturn obviously squared Uranus, which is going on for a long time. So where our warrior has been activated to really stand up, to really look at these authority wounds. And it's all about the energy that I was speaking of yesterday, being your own authority. Nobody has authority over you. We have just been brainwashed and conditioned that way by the way we've been parented, by the way we've been taught, by the way to look outside ourselves for everything rather than trusting our internal guidance system. This is your internal guidance system. And today with the sun and the moon in water, also Jupiter conjuncting the moon today, it's expanding our psychic and intuitive awareness. Trust your gut, not external authority, not these corrupt government bodies, not these, I don't really want to get into that, but not these like extremely dark energies that rule our world. We need to really trust ourselves, and this comes in dropping out of the mind, the overthinking, the conditioning, the brainwashing into our intuitive knowing. And this is what they're trying to, I don't really want to get into this too much, but this is the energy that they're trying to shut down, this ability to know, this deep embodied energy of intuitive guidance, our connection to universal consciousness. That's what fluoride's all about. That's what vaccines are all about. That's what preservatives are all about. That's what poisoning all our food is all about, and our water and our air. Make us sick and compliant, yeah? We're not gonna stand for this anymore. It's enough. It's enough, and we've got to find that integrity within ourselves, that real warrior energy, that Mars and Leo energy, the Venus in Leo energy, finding that divine masculine and feminine, really activating that solar plexus energy and having strong boundaries about your autonomy, your sovereignty, your body, becoming that authority over yourself, like I spoke of yesterday, and tuning in. The veil is so thin. Sun in Cancer, moon in Pisces. It's raining today, of course. It's very watery and very watery energy. Trust yourself. Not this mind that's just, honestly, this psychological warfare that's going on. Constantly, it's hard to break free of it. It's everywhere. It's insidious. It's so all permeating right through our lives, in every aspect of your life. If you feel like you haven't been brainwashed, then really we all have. We've all been programmed since before our birth, because programmed for thousands of years. But more so this right now, it's ramping up. Wow, the king and the queen of water. Mastering your emotions, really trusting your emotional guidance system. What I'm hearing is if you've you know, if you're in an area where masks, these face nappies have been mandated, and you're putting them on because you're listening, and you're like, oh, I feel so afraid. What if I don't put it on? What if I don't comply? What's going to happen to me? And, you know, you don't want to be one of these minorities. You don't want to be shut out. You don't want to lose your job. You don't want to, you know, you're really concerned. And this is what the worry and the fear is all about. But the thing is, if you're trusting yourself, if you're really feeling your feelings and you put it on and you feel terrible, and it's like, you know, it's not only the fact that it's inhibiting your breathing and, you know, it's stops you from being this fully expressive being that we are, with your, you know, your body language, with your face, with your expression, to smile and connect with other human beings. If it feels wrong to you, it means your body is telling you it is wrong. It's not okay. And we have to really feel into our own individual truth about this. Can you be authentic with that on? Or is it just you complying? Just, you know, you're worried about what other people think, and I'll lose my job, or, you know, I'll get a fine, or drop out all of that and trust your own guidance. There's emotional intelligence and wisdom to be gained here when you drop out of your mind and into your heart and into your internal guidance. Because right now it's really hard to feel emotionally fulfilled when we're being bullied. It's hard to feel into our blessings when we are not being our own authority, when we're being bossed around, when we're being told we can do this and do that only if we do this and do that and do that. It's like the carrot and the stick, you know. That's not authority. That's not autonomy. That's not freedom. How do we reclaim our authority? By listening to our intuition and our, you know, really embodying the messages that we're getting all the time from universal consciousness or spirit, whatever you want to call it. Because here's the Leo energy. This is the energy that's around with the Chiron. We have to illuminate these inner child wounds, drop out of the mind, the overthinking of them that's stopping us from having a very emotionally fulfilled life, because we have the ability to really, really be these enlightened, embodied, emotionally intelligent people. Like, there's receptivity and healing here. The healing here today is the Cancer and Pisces energy that we have around us. The moon trine the sun. It's beautiful energy. It's such beautiful energy, but not if we're buying into everything that's happening externally. We have to really get to the heart. The healing energy is here with the King of Water. We have to heal these inner child wounds to do with authority and overthinking, like trusting yourself, just constantly coming back to trusting yourself rather than what you've been told to do, rather than this personality, this egoic personality that is, you know, we've got to drop this socially constructed identity. It's not real. We need to be empty and a hollow vessel, a hollow bone for spirit, for God, for guidance. That's how we get to these blessings. We allow miracles to come in. There's no space for anything here. So there's a full illumination right now of inner child wounds with regard to authority. And so much emotional wisdom can be gained from this. It's a continuation of yesterday. Because right now there's a lack of power, like empoweredness. You're feeling powerless. I'm hearing there's a feeling of powerlessness because of what's feeling stuck, feeling like you can't be this fully embodied person. And And I'm hearing this is the wounded masculine. This is the energy of Mars opposition, Mars in an opposition to Saturn. Mars and Leo in an opposition to Saturn. You know, rules and regulations and society structures have stopped people being these fully empowered, creative, emotionally balanced beings. Because we've been a part of this social construct that tells us that we need to just work, and have no life balance at all. And, you know, it's just busy, stress. And then we wonder why we're so burnt out, we're so exhausted, we have anxiety issues, we have blood pressure issues, we take pharmaceuticals for mental health because we're not happy, because we're not truly being integrous, we're not listening to our intuition and our guidance to help us be this empowered, creative, masterful being. Because we're so inundated and distracted by everything around us, by information, by all of this busyness that's constantly surrounding us. So today my major message is to quiet yourself down and drop out of the mind into the heart. Whatever healing needs to come forth, it's a perfect day for that with this beautiful aspect, moon trined sun and these water signs. It's beautiful energy, beautiful emotional energy. There could be tears, and more than likely is going to be tears today, but that's going to lead to healing this neglected inner child, because we were all shut down so young. You know, the parenting that our parents were taught, you know, to leave your baby to cry, you know, you don't need to love them, you'll spoil them. All of that is conditioning. All of that is brainwashing. And I feel super grateful. I feel so grateful that I don't know where it comes from, but my rebellious nature, my intuitive natures, none of that was for me. I did something completely different. Birthed my children at home, breastfed them, held them. We have to trust ourselves. We have to listen to ourselves, not any external information. It's like always running it through this internal guidance system before, and feel into if it resonates or not. But we know what's right for us. Nobody else can tell us what's right for us. No one else is an expert on our life. No one perceives life like we perceive our lives. We are our own authority, and it's solar plexus energy. So I'd suggest looking up solar plexus healing today. We have that really powerful sun there to signify the solar plexus, a sunflower, just really, like, we're yellow, but really activate that solar plexus today. We all need to be in our power. We all need to be in our assertive, autonomous power, where we are able to really stand strong in who we are and create loving and compassionate boundaries. I think that's about it. So really sit and see what inner child wounds need to be healed today. And it's to do with authority and how you were shut down as a little person for standing up for yourself. Because right now, each and every one of us needs to stand up for ourselves. I love you. Bye.